You. A few days ago or a few weeks ago, somebody asked me about intuition and how they could know if their intuition was speaking to them or a negative voice was speaking to them. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sige Nagels. I'm a life coach and transformational mentor, and I'm happy to answer this question here with you, for you, and also because it reminds me of my own journey on how to listen carefully to my intuition. So perhaps you recall that you're in an environment and you're going through some challenges and there's things happening that you have questions about. It can be positive things, it can be rather challenging things, or literally truly negative things. And you're in a situation and you receive some kind of guidance. And when I said receive, it was 1:11 on my timer. And I want you to know that there is governance inside of you. There is an energy inside of you that knows things, when things are good, when things are off. And I want you to understand that it is in society's benefits, perhaps, that people are more disconnected from themselves than when they're strengthened with their powers, that they're strengthened with their intuition. So if you're a person who is constantly nervous, who is overworking, who is experiencing a lot of stress, it is going to be extremely difficult for you to listen to your intuition. When you're in a relationship that is draining you, or when you overload yourself with too many responsibilities and really siphoning you away for other people, for situations that may be urgent and may not be too important, yet you put them above on your list and you put your shoulders on it. What for? Our intuition is actually for us a voice that speaks to us, and it's actually a voice that whispers. It is to understand as a language from our higher self. You can also call it a language from your ancestors or from source, from the universe, from God, from Allah, whatever for you that representation is of that form of power. It is something that is guiding you. It is something that you can rely upon because it has been helping you before. So that voice is speaking to you constantly. And if you feel that you cannot hear it, you have to make time and space to become more still. It can come to you as a very clear knowing, a knowing. You know something is true even though it's not outspoken. And also what I want you to understand is when you know about the subconscious mind, you know the subconscious mind, perhaps, or you don't know, it operates as a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you may be conditioned to think in a specific way, to have you to be more prone or familiar to feel specific emotions, or to have had experiences that show you a specific outcome, and you may be unconsciously trained to generate specific outcomes for you. Now, it's not that when you're in a specific situation and you have been repeating it, it's more of a pattern. Right? Because in those situations, you can also say, I knew this was going to happen. Yeah, because you've experienced it several times. And, you know, we always have a play in the patterns in our life unconsciously. What I want you to understand is the connection with your intuition doesn't come from ego. The connection with your intuition comes from it's a deep knowing. It's something you don't have any doubt about. It's something that comes to you as laser clear clarity, as very clear information. And if you're in an environment that wants you to be rational, they will question you. Why do you know? How do you know? What are you based upon? And perhaps you try to explain why. And the thing is with intuition, it is extremely illogical. There comes no logic when it comes to intuition. Why? Because conditioning is setting you up to create something logical. And intuition is apart from that. Intuition is tracking, like all of a sudden you have this super clear vision about something. It is a feeling, it cannot be rationalized. And your intuition can be enhanced when you're in nature, when you take time to yourself, when you ask your mind or the consciousness for answers, for clarity. It can also come to you, it can also speak to you. It can come to you when you're just driving in the car, listening to music, when you're singing, when you're walking, when you're actually doing the daily things that go so automated, and all of a sudden you have this download, all of a sudden you have this insight, you have this clarity, and you just have this knowing that it is. And when you're surrounded with people and they may be involved in a situation and they really don't want you to know, or they're just still figuring things out, they may show behavior that may be contrary to what your intuition is showing you. And this message is for those of you who are in that situation that I really want you to stay connected to your intuition. It is your guidance, it is your protection, it is your North Star, it is your desire, it is your joy, it is your internal compass, it is your internal guiding system. It is your higher self putting up a light, dropping a green flag, telling you, hey, you should listen to this. There is something for you there. There's expansion. There is clarity. There is peace. There's more of you there. And you can train listening to your intuition by doing things that allow you to be in your heart. Having some time for you, having a time with no commitments, with just time for yourself. Even if you have a family, if you have a lot of friends, if you have hobbies, if you have a lot of responsibilities, it is your responsibility to prioritize yourself still, even more when you have a lot of responsibilities. Or you went through a lot and you need some downtime to reconnect with yourself. Then it's even more important to do those things that you receive joy from. If it's just walking beside a river, if it's just sitting somewhere and literally being, doing nothing, sitting underneath your favorite tree, making a favorite dish. You know, you can sit on the sofa, and or just having free time scheduled in your calendar And then just doing nothing. For some people, it may be lying in the bed and really listening to what their body is saying, or to what's going on in their mind, and observing that. So there's so many ways how your intuition can come to you. And this video is for you to ask yourself, how are you showing up to that intuition? Even though there will be a lot of people who will call upon you, ask for your attention. Perhaps they want something from you. Perhaps they're going through a lot of things and they need help, and they ask for a lot of help, actually more than you want to give, or than you feel you can give. You know, choose you. Choose you over and over and over and over and over again. And you won't ever lose by choosing you. You won't have to compromise when you listen to your intuition. And actually, when you listen to your intuition and you therefore have to let go of things, it's actually clearing your path to be on that journey that is actually destined for you. And your intuition is that North Star. The distractions along the way will be the lessons that you need to learn. And I have to laugh because it's the same with me. You know, you think I may be creating this video to tell you, you know, it's based upon my own experience. It's based upon me allowing myself to be distracted. And then thinking, oh, perhaps I don't know, or perhaps I was unclear, or perhaps, you know, that's the level of self-worth that is doubting instead of trusting and believing. Allow yourself to trust yourself. You know yourself so much better than any other person on this planet. And all the answers are within you. So if you allow stillness to be a part of your day, you will have this direct connection to your intuition, and you are guided by that on your journey for you. Let me know in the comments if this video was helpful for you. Today I felt called to speak about intuition because I know it's such a huge thing in my life that has helped me so often and so well. And I had to reconnect to that voice because for years I wasn't connected to it. And I really was looking for ways how to reconnect with myself. And that disconnect, it took me so long to reestablish that bond that at some point I decided, you know, this is the most important thing to have as my guidance on my journey. And if you need to hear something about intuition from this video, then let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. Intuition means a lot to me. And if you're on this journey of self-growth, self-expansion, and self-development, then I know it will be one of your biggest tools to create that freedom for you that is aligned with you. Talk to you very soon. Have a wonderful evening wherever you are. Have a wonderful day. And see you very soon. Let me know in the comments and share this. Like, subscribe, so more people get to know about this channel and can have this as their benefit. Bye. Talk to you soon.